Good morning, you guys. Welcome to the morning tea. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's my
Yeah,
dance
morning.
because it's going to be such a good day. I am so excited. We're going to keep things positive, focused on the tea because it is a very special day for Courtney Revolution, you guys. Very special. Yes, it is not Cinco de Courtney, but later on in the show, we are going to get to interview Courtney's favorite Real Housewives of Atlanta cast member, and it is a big moment. Courtney, do you want to share who we get to interview later?
You, you know what? Let me set this up. We are going to interview the always charismatic, the very fashionable, stylish, iconic, and hilarious Miss the Marlo Hampton. Woo! Marlo Hampton. We are going to interview Marlo Hampton, Madison. I'm shook. I hope y'all are shook because I'm shook.
I know. I am so freaking excited. We got to meet her for just a few minutes right before this. She looks amazing. I'm so excited because Courtney is such a huge fan, and she was already the nicest. So I can't wait for the T Tribe to meet her because I think you guys are going to be obsessed. She is so sweet.
Literally.
So sweet.
If you don't know
I'm so
Marlo,
excited.
you're going to know her today.
Yes, exactly. I love it. We also have other things to talk about, you guys. We're, of course, going to talk about Tristan Thompson and his alleged baby mama, Miss Kimberly, throwing a little shade at Kim and the Kardashians' way, which is just more proof that she definitely is sticking to her guns. She clearly feels like she is in the right when it comes to this situation. And who are we to stop her from throwing some shade that gives us some good tea to discuss? Just saying. Just saying. We also are talking a little bit about Kendall, you guys. We have more info on Tristan and how quarantine has changed him as a dad. We also are talking about 13 Reasons Why, Chrissy Teigen, Lana Del Rey, and her little Instagram message, Ariana Grande. Did you see Lana's? Yeah.
Madison.
A
Hold on.
situation.
Y'all better glue your wigs down. That's before Marlo or after Marlo, Madison? That's before Marlo?
Well, we'll see how the show goes, but I think it's going to be before.
Okay, don't miss that part, y'all, because we're going in. Yeah.
Yeah, I have thoughts, but we'll get to it. We also are talking about Gigi Hadid. We've got more Mary-Kate Olsen divorce tea. I love that. We love that as a tea tribe, so thank you. We also got an update on MGK and Megan Fox. Lily Reinhart and Cole Sprouse are most likely broken up. Riverdale co-star Skeet was confirming the news in the hot tub with his younger girlfriend. It's an interesting situation, but the tea is he basically confirmed that they're broken up. That's what matters.
Ooh. Well,
Ooh.
that's unfortunate.
And But you guys, it's going to be such a good show. I'm so excited to get all into the tea with you guys. And yes, Shabria said, Maddison and Courtney, are you going to watch the new and final season of 13 Reasons Why? We are talking about it today.
I have not watched a single episode of that. My friends
really?
are my friends all say, girl, pass. They say the themes of it and how the show is executed, they say, knowing me, I would not be a fan of, knowing my history with the themes. You get what I'm saying? So I have chosen, much like Tiger King, to sit that particular trend out. And Madison, I've even had friends that have done like brand deals, girl, where 13 Reasons Why I said, girl, do this little thing for us. And the comments, girl, they was eaten alive. They was like, why are you supporting this? Why are you blah, blah, blah? So I said, girl, I'm gonna step away from that fire, girl.
No.
Y'all like it?
It is interesting. I watched the first season because so many people were. I'm one of those people. I'm like, okay, if everyone's talking about it, what's the hype? I gotta see. And I watched the first season, and I felt 50-50 on it because just with, I think, I'm trying to word this correctly, but you guys know, obviously, I have a special connection to mental health. I used to work in a doctor's office, all of those things. So I think for me, I was coming at it from such a clinical perspective that I was like, I understand what they're trying to do, but sometimes I felt like it wasn't in the best way. Like they weren't educating about mental health in the best way. Kind of what you were saying. Some of the themes I just felt like weren't addressed how I think that they should be to the public. But
Okay.
as it grew past that, it kind of turned into like true crime last season, which I was a
Okay.
little more apt to be into that storyline. And I feel like just because I've watched all of the seasons, now I just like have to see the end. You know what I mean? Now I have to see how it all comes together.
I feel you. I feel you.
I'm just one of those
All
people.
right.
I need to see the end.
Maybe I'll check it out one day. I'll wait for like a sunny
day.
Sunday afternoon and I'll check it out.
With a libation. With a libation.
Oh,
just
with a libation. Madison, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it through the first season with the
You'll make it, but I know you and I'm just saying with a libation.
Madison.
That's all I'm saying.
May I recommend a television show that I started last night that I feel very strongly about already?
Obviously.
Y'all need to hop on a plane and fly with me over to South Africa because y'all need to be watching Blood and Water yesterday. This show,
what's that
Madison. On? Oh, it's on Netflix, girl. It takes place in Africa, girl, and it's not a murder mystery. It has that element of there's a mystery, right? But it's the girl. She's in Africa, and she gotta figure out. I don't want to ruin it, but she's got to get to the bottom of the mystery. She has to find her sister, but she thinks that she may have found her already at the neighboring school, about 45 minutes across the country. It's a lot of moving pieces, and it's in Africa. That's the part that I'm living for. If it's in Africa, I don't watch no shows in Africa, but I'm living for it, Madison. You really have to check this one out.
Okay,
they the school kids.
Very up my alley.
It's like a human trafficking type of. It's like human trafficking, a dash of Gossip Girl. It's y'all got to get into it. If y'all haven't seen it yet, at least watch the trailer. Go on Netflix, watch the trailer. That show is it. Yes, Poulang, girl. Okay. We gotta get to the bottom of the mystery with Miss Poulang. Yes. Mm-hmm.
You just sold that so well. I am shocked. Courtney knows exactly how to sell me on a TV show. A little true crime, a little Gossip Girl, a great scenery, a great place to film. I'm hooked. I'm ready. I cannot wait. We'll definitely be tuning in. I want to shout out Dai Diaz. Hi, people. Missed y'all. Hi, Leo and Dave, too. Haha. I've been out because of all this craziness with my COVID-19 patients, but I'm here now and relaxing. Thank y'all for this live. Dai Diaz, we're so happy you're back and so happy that you're relaxing because it sounds like you're an essential worker and you deserve some much needed R&R, in my opinion.
Hope you're able to relax and just let the steam come out your ears and just go, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Also, Pam is very for watching Blood and Water. Pam said, I just checked that to my sister. We're watching Blood and Water tonight on Netflix. Yes, I love that so
Madison,
much. Absolutely.
You ain't going to be able to watch this one. I'm telling you. You're going to watch at least the first two back to back. I promise you.
That means that I need to watch this earlier in the day because, the grandma bedtime, regardless, I will always stick to that because I feel like that's just my heart and soul at this point.
I was going to say, have you been staying up, Madison?
So with the time difference, I get a little bit longer to stay up because I'm in Missouri right now. But I'm still just, I like my early bedtimes. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm a little
Madison,
bit of a
that's why you wake up looking so fresh every day.
I mean, the wrinkles and the bags are there, but I'm trying to
stop. Silly.
Sorry, guys, I don't know why Courtney and I feel like the laptop is just an invitation for us to get all up in your business. Like, now that we're doing this in we're like, how much closer can we get to the tea tribe where we literally are coming at your screens? Also, I want to shout out just another Hollyscooper. Said, hi, do you guys like my name? Yes, we love your name. Thank you so much for including us in your username.
Thank you.
I love that. I love that. Yes. Also, what Wesley say? Wesley says, Blood and Water is amazing. The first episode is good. Trust Courtney's word on this. Y'all won't regret. Okay. Wow.
Yes. Take the trip to Africa, y'all. We're going to Africa because we're going to solve the mystery.
I'm ready.
Where is my homegirl sister?
I am ready. Two of the most important people who recommend things to me, Courtney and Wesley. If they say it's it, everybody. It's a wrap. We got to watch. But let's go ahead and pour up the tea. Pour it up. The sun will fall out. Pour it up. Brittany, I'm dying. Brittany said, y'all get your 3D glasses on because Courtney and Maddison are coming at us. I think that we could never have a 3D show because then we would legitimately be all up in your guys' business. Like, I don't think you guys would like us anymore if we had a 3D show. To be like, I
might
just
scare the pets, y'all.
Yeah, we might get a little too crazy if we were in 3D. I don't think anyone wants that. Might be then you'd really get all up in this already. Okay. What tea are you
Tell
drinking
me.
today?
Oh, girl, I got some decaffeinated green so I could stay calm and zen when I rip Lana Del Rey's wig off. Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
so glad. Cheers to the tea, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. All right. So we're kicking it up, talking a little bit more about 13 Reasons Why with OMT, you guys. So they dropped their official trailer for season 4. They had dropped one a couple weeks ago, but it was more of just like a behind the scenes trailer of the cast, like filming their final scenes, the final table read. It was very emotional. But this season is going to explore more of Bryce's murder and the fact that Clay and his friends used Monty to cover it up. Um,
Mm.
Mixed reviews. Yes, the trailer already has like 1 million views, but when you look on social media, some people are really excited for it and other people just did not want this at all. They did not want another season of 13 Reasons Why.
I have to be honest, Madison, even though I'm not as much of a fan of the show as everyone else, I will say I did notice that when this dropped, there wasn't as much noise. Like in the past, there has been like I could escape it, mute it off my timeline for a period of time.
Right.
But I'm just like not seeing it. You know what I mean? Even in terms of like the viral tweets, I'm not seeing that kind of influence anymore. I wonder why. People are growing up.
No, I completely agree with you. I even feel like at a time the stars of 13 Reasons Why were everywhere. Like they were social media sensations. Everyone was looking
Yeah.
at what they were doing. And since season 1, I feel like that's kind of died down. So I think it will be interesting to see what the stars of 13 Reasons Why do after this and if they use this
Mhm.
opportunity to obviously get that next big opportunity. I think Netflix is really good about kind of keeping things in the family. Whereas if an actor that kind of just came on the scene, if they do well for Netflix, like they will make sure that you're taken care of in a way. I feel like
Like
Noah
Noah
Centineo
Centineo.
is, yeah, I mean, the perfect example of that. He was into All the Boys I Loved before, and he's been in like 4 Netflix movies since, and all
Yeah.
are top notch. I mean, some people might not think they're top notch, but we all love a good teen romance movie. Maybe I'm speaking for myself, but I'm just saying.
I have a weird question, Madison. Do you think that
Yes.
Netflix, like stars that kind of like start off in Netflix to gain their popularity, do you think that Netflix movie stars will become the new overall movie star?
I don't know. I think the Netflix movie stars so far that I've seen, or even, stars from their shows, are all younger. And
Hmm.
they're kind of stepping onto the scene. Like, I feel like even the Outer Banks people, like, now I'm starting to see stories about them. Like, who are they dating? Are they single? And I think it just takes a
Wow.
little bit. I feel like with younger celebrities, it works really well, but I haven't seen that for anyone who's like over the age of 22, which is
Hmm.
interesting. So I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know
I
about that.
wonder because people used to say things like YouTubers will never, 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 and now we have Jake Paul and Tana Mojo on my MTV. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that was what we wanted to be, and we now have people that can do that. So I wonder if there are
Right.
Netflix stars that were like, I want to be a professional actor, and they got their foot in the door at Netflix, and they're like, I'm good here.
Mm-hmm. Which might be
Mm,
the case. I feel like once Netflix
yeah,
gets like an Oscar nom or like an actual Oscar, one of their movies gets something, which they did with
yeah.
Irishman. That was a Netflix movie. But I feel like once they actually like secure that and really
Hmm.
secure their name as, you know, in in the legendary realm of other movie studios, then I think that
Yeah.
will kind of help catapult their people into the next level. But that's just my
Okay.
opinion. I see some of you guys are mixed about 13 Reasons Why. And Taylor Smith said John B from Outer Banks is 27. I did not know that. And wow, I love that. Shout out to John B. We're the same age. So,
Mm.
John B. LMK.
John B.
Hit
I'm
me
like,
up.
isn't that an
Okay.
R&B artist from the 90s, girl? John B. Y'all
Oh,
remember
I'm not.
John B? John B is an R&B
That's
singer from the
his.
90s.
Oh, really? That's his character in Outer
Yeah.
Banks. That's that Chase Stokes
Is
guy.
John B?
But he did. John B. Because,
John B.
we're down south.
John B had
John
bops,
B.
girl. Mm.
John B. Okay, let's move on and talk about Chrissy Teigen, you guys. So Chrissy Teigen, remember how she had that drama with the chef Alison Roman, and Alison Roman was
Mhm.
like, kind of threw some shade her way and Marie Kondo's way in that interview. Well, since then,
Yes.
her column, which she had a weekly column on the New York Times, it has been put on hiatus, aka she is not allowed to write for it anymore. And Chrissy has now responded and defended her because people were coming at Chrissy being like, "Did you make a call to have this girl's column
Oh,
removed? Like, what
yeah.
is happening?" So Chrissy
Uh-huh.
tweeted and said, "I very publicly forgave Alison, and that was real. When I said I don't believe in being canceled for your honest opinion, that was very real. Don't agree with what the New York Times has done. I am not them. I didn't call them. I didn't write them. And most of all, I'd like her back."
And that's exactly what Chrissy should have done. So shout out to Chrissy and 3 claps for Chrissy. That's good karma that she's building for herself, that she did that.
I
She was
agree.
like, girl, you know
I
how I am. I don't care about what Miss Knives over there say about me. Give that woman her job back because I'll never have to work a day in my
mm-hmm.
life again. You get what I'm saying? I'm glad she did that.
No,
That's the truth.
you're exactly
Chrissy,
right.
Chrissy really don't got to do nothing for the rest of her life. If she want to roll around and tweet about eating ribs and getting stuff from Chris Clemens, like she could do that. This woman had a
Mm-hmm.
job and lost it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm glad that Chrissy was like, give
Right.
that little Knives her column back.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her. Good deed.
And I feel like this just makes Chrissy still look in the best light. Like she is coming out of
I
the
agree.
situation completely unscathed. Because obviously, when Alison even made these comments, she was just like, "Wow, that makes me sad. Like I've always supported her." And I think defending her
Mm-hmm.
like this is also just a good example for females moving forward. Of like, even if there are issues and publicly things go down, still take the high road. Like there is
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with taking the high road, and I think that it is such a good example for other women, whether they're in the industry or not. I think this is a great example.
And I also think it gives the message out like, you don't have to be afraid to be honest because there are a lot of people that are
Right.
afraid to be honest because they're afraid they'll lose their job, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that
No,
we have a situation like you don't have to lose your job. It's just an opinion.
exactly. And I do like that she said the whole thing about, not being canceled for your opinion, because you're right.
Mhm.
I think, people overthink everything they say. And well, not all people. People who have any sort of public persona overthink
Mhm.
everything. They triple check everything they post. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself because I want to make sure that I never, ever, ever offend anybody, except obviously I offend
Mhm.
Tristan Thompson fans every day in and day out. But on other aspects, and I like that Chrissy was like, we can't hate on people for just having an opinion. Like, just because you don't like their
Exactly.
opinion doesn't mean that they need to be canceled. Because those Gen Zers, whoo, they come for your necks a little too quickly sometimes.
Not all of them, but some Madison, certainly some of them. Certainly.
Some of
I
them.
was watching
You know what I'm
Madison,
saying.
or not watching. I saw a clip from Not Another Teen Movie. It's going viral on Twitter right now, and the tweet was like quote tweeted like, "Wow, we certainly would never be able to enjoy this today with everyone
Oh,
being
no.
so woke and sensitive." And I said, "Wow, I guess in a way they're right, but I guess I feel like I'm lucky that I was naive and ignorant enough to enjoy the comedy in those things because a movie like
Mm-hmm.
White Chicks couldn't be made today, could it?"
And I love white
And
chicks. Like, I think
I don't
that
even,
movie.
I ain't even gonna lie. I love White Chicks with my whole chest, and y'all won't stop me. But that certainly couldn't be made today, girl. People be real upset. They be boycotting, girl.
I know, which is just crazy. I agree with you. I think that there is some. It's okay to definitely be woke and be aware of those issues, but I also think there's nothing wrong with enjoying comedy and enjoying people poking fun. Like, just because you
Mhm.
enjoy those movies doesn't mean you're not passionate about the issues that people are, upset about. I think that right now in society we have to choose a side. Like, we either have to be
Yeah.
offended, or if we laugh it's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, so you're for that." And it's like, no,
Yes.
I'm not. But can I watch a movie from the 2000s that was freaking hilarious and still is? Like,
Yeah, White
I'm sorry,
Chicks,
I'm gonna
girl.
have a BF. I literally still use that quote. If something is irritating me, I'm like, I'm about to have a BF. I
Yes.
still quote White Chicks to this day.
I believe
Still.
you wholeheartedly.
You you and the whole, "You were thinking it, well, you said it." My sister and I say that to each other all the time. All the time. All the time. If you haven't seen it,
Oh Lord.
go watch it. Give it a little love, because
Oh
I
yeah,
think
watch
it's
White
funny, and
Chicks,
I'm
y'all.
glad
That's
you
the
do
movie.
too. And same with Not Another Teen Movie. Marilyn said same. I loved White Chicks and Not Another Teen Movie. 901 Erica said people can't take anything funny now. And then Emily said there's a right or wrong way to do comedy surrounding those topics. I mean, it's kind of inclusive as long as it's not all offensive. I agree. There's just a way to there's a way to do it.
And message everything. I agree.
Exactly. The intent. As long as you're not intending to hurt anyone, that's the biggest thing. Completely agree. Okay, yes, Wesley said, White Chicks 2 better happen soon, and now I'm laughing. Wesley, I wish it could. But that would never happen today. Ugh, never.
I don't think so. They wouldn't let it.
No. But let's move on and get into Lana Del Rey, because I want to make sure we have time to discuss this. Okay. So Lana Del Rey, you guys, revealed that she does have a new album coming out in September. She posted this on her Instagram story, but she also posted a very long post. It was a question for society. And essentially, her question boiled down to, why can artists like Ariana Grande, I believe Doja Cat was mentioned, I believe Nicki was also mentioned,
it was sing Doja, about Nicki, Beyonce, Cardi, and Camila.
Okay. And Ariana.
You know, to make it not seem like she was saying something racist. But go ahead, Maddison.
Yes. So she said, you know, why can they sing about cheating and being sexy and it's great, but when she does it, she's accused of glamorizing abuse? That was a paraphrased summary of the long post she said.
Because it was very lengthy and it was very long and it was very stupid. First of all, let me preface this by saying the reason why T-Tribe I'm irritated because you're listening to the person that worked at an FYE CD store, and when Born to Die by Lana Del Rey came out, I begged my manager to bring the big, huge album artwork home, and it was sitting in my bedroom for years, and now I look like an idiot. Now, let's talk about it. Lana Del Rey, I wonder why you feel so strongly about artists like Nicki, Beyonce, Doja Cat, and the like singing about those things. It feels weird to me that she named those women specifically, and the reason why, Maddison, is because she's wrong and she's incorrect. You have Beyonce, who people were threatening to, and excuse my language, but these are the facts, lynch Beyonce for singing about police brutality. We literally have been talking about Nicki Minaj and her hate train, and she's not even doing anything. And, you know, people like Doja Cat will eventually be hated on for doing pop and rap, and it'll be the same Nicki Minaj thing over and over and over again. So to you, Lana Del Rey, I ask you, what are you talking about? It appears as though, Madison Hill, she is talking, one, and please cover your child's ears, out of her ass, and two, she's talking with this air of white privilege like, Lana, you don't even realize that you're singing about all of these things and no one has harassed you. No one has really given a damn. You've had the space to create freely. The last time we criticized you was when you half-ass turned around on Saturday Night Live and we all made fun of you for a year. But we've been letting you rock. We've been letting you say your kitty cat tastes like Pepsi Cola. We've been allowing you to sing about, you know, being some abused wench up in the attic. Like, we let you give us those Rapunzel tales. So what else do you want? Some recognition? Sounds like you need to do better and get better and stop being so bitter. That's how I feel, Madison. And I can't wait for Azalea Banks, y'all, to get up on her Instagram and rip every last bit of hair follicle off her scalp. I will be waiting. Azalea, this is your pass. You better go off. Beyonce, are you kidding me?
I actually love when Azalea Banks shares her opinion because I feel like people discount it except us. I love it personally, but no, I agree with you. And Jessica said, mic drop, Courtney, enough said, period. Woo, go off, Courtney. Yes, it's Brittany, Shauna. And Evie said, yes, church. Yes, exactly. I agree with you. I think, to me, she was trying to pose a societal question, but really it was like, I sing about the same things as these other women. Why am I not as popular? And that's truly what it kind of just came off. And it came off as, you know, she did want it to be like this whole like, why is it just me? But it's like, no, you're literally just complaining about not being as mainstream as these other women when you have claimed to sing about the exact same things. So that's how it came off. She didn't even have to name
any other women. She could have just said, why are other women in the industry? She never had to name anybody. You get what I'm saying? The issue that I have with it was that she went and named, in my opinion, the majority women of color. Why, Lana Del Rey? Did you not realize But you threw Ariana in there for some razzle dazzle. Goodbye.
Right. And this is actually kind of going off of, I didn't even mean for this to go off of the whole Chrissy story, but truthfully, remember, we were literally just saying that when you have a public persona, you have to really think things through before you post them. And see, obviously, we don't know Lana's intent, but based on what she said, we don't feel like her intent was right. And it's like
Yeah.
exactly what you said. She did not have to name people. She should have just said, other women in the industry. And I think honestly, if she would have done that, it would have been still the conversation that we're having of like, it sounds like she's kind of complaining that she's not as mainstream, but I don't think it
Mm-hmm.
would be as big of a deal if she didn't name
Because
those
you get the
specific
fans riled
females.
up. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Now you got Beehive, Arianators, the Kitty Cats, Camillizers. Everyone is now, and then it'll be poor Lana Del Rey. And then you know what, Maddison? If Nicki or Doja Cat or any of the women were to come out and speak out, watch how quickly the narrative will change to so and so is bullying Lana Del Rey. No, girl, we don't pulled your
Right.
card. We see the plan. We've seen through the PR. Next, goodbye.
No. If anyone tries to do that to Nikki, I will literally lose my expletive because you know how I feel when she speaks up and people try to back. I don't want to get into it because it really, really irritates me. I want to shout. It does. I feel like as a female, I feel personally offended because I'm just like,
Yeah.
Nikki she speaks the truth and she rarely Okay, sometimes on Queen Radio, I know she definitely like really packs the punch, but also like, what do you expect? She has to defend herself
Yeah.
and she's speaking up. And 9 times out of 10, yeah, well, some things might be hurtful. Is she not telling the truth? So
Truth hurts,
truth hurts.
Madison.
Lizzo said it best. Lizzo said it best. Truth hurts.
She sure did.
I'm dying because because Nancy put a mic emoji and I love it. Yes, 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 Nancy. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this Ariana Grande story, and then we are going to talk to Miss Marlo. So Ariana Grande, you guys, recently posted a tribute to the Manchester bombing that took place in 2017. I actually can't believe that it was already 3 years ago. I feel like it was
Yeah.
still very, very recent. She
It
posted
doesn't
on
feel
her
like
Instagram story. I know. She said, I want to take a moment to acknowledge and send my love to everyone that is feeling the sadness and tremendous heaviness of the anniversary coming up this week. Not a day goes by that doesn't affect you, and all of us still will be thinking of you all week and weekend. And she ended her message saying, my heart, thoughts, prayers are with you always.
I am sad that it
I know.
happened, and especially to Ariana. But I'm glad that it's not something that she did the benefit concert for, and then it was never spoken about ever again. So every year, I want her to say something about it. I feel like it's appropriate.
I agree. I agree. And I think the great thing about Ariana is she is one with her fans. Like she knows exactly how to talk with her fans and connect with her fans. And to me, that message was so genuine and so authentic. And I think if you ever question why are Arianators so ride or die, you should go back and read that message because you're exactly right. It would be so easy for her to be like, it's too hard for me to talk about. I don't want to bring it up. Like we did our benefit
Mhm.
concert and we're moving on, but no, she acknowledges that this is something that is going to be painful forever. It's never going to go
Yes.
away. And I
Mhm.
agree with you. I will say I appreciate that she acknowledges it, even though
I
it has been three
appreciate.
years.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Shout out to
Exactly.
Ariana.
All right. I know. I know. Okay, we're going to lighten things up, you guys, because it is time to talk to Miss Marlo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Miss
Marlo.
Marlo from Real Housewives of
Marlo
Atlanta. Hi.
Podcast.
Hi. Happy
Hello.
Thursday.
We
What is
are
it? Thursday?
yes,
Yes, it's
yes.
Thursday,
We call it
girl.
Thick
No, almost the
Thursday
weekend.
here on the morning tea because we like our thick Thursday here at the
We a
morning
little.
tea.
Thick Thursday. Yeah, we're all thick sitting in the house quarantining. We're all thick right now.
Oh yes, Marlo.
Marlo,
I'll be snacks
yes,
with you,
I
girl.
feel that. Yes, yes.
Okay.
So part 3 of the reunion is coming up this weekend. Virtual reunion.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of it being virtual? Because we've talked to Cynthia and Kenya, and they both said they prefer it in person versus the
You know
online.
what? Usually I prefer in person as well because I mean it's nothing like showing off your whole outfit, crossing your legs, looking so fabulous. But I think this reunion, God knew what he was doing, and it should have just been in the house. Like, I feel one got a little bad to where it probably would have gotten real ugly in person. So I was okay with this one being virtual. I think this one was okay virtual because I mean it was entertaining. We didn't miss a beat, right? Well, they didn't miss a beat because I was entertaining myself.
No beats were missed.
I felt so good. I felt so good finally just being able to sit there and just like, wow, really? Oh my God. It was a lot.
It has been a lot. The ladies have not disappointed since they've been at home. I agree with you. I almost feel like it's been more interesting because people are comfortable in their own homes that they can kind of feel like they can definitely let it rip off the tongue, and I like it.
Like, let me go, girl. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna go a little below the belt. They were just doing a whole lot being home. I'm like, well, this would happen on the couch.
You get comfortable in your home. You know, you're surrounded by your home, so of course you feel like you could really pop off if you're in your safe space.
Yes,
exactly. Courtney, seriously, you feel tough at home. You're gonna just say whatever at home. It's like when you're driving a truck and you feel high up. You know, you're driving a truck and you're high up. You feel like, ooh, I can run the road.
I love it. Can you tell us what is your favorite thing about being Nene's friend? Because we know you guys are pretty close.
My favorite thing about being Nene's friend is a no-brainer. There's never a dull moment. You're laughing. It's fun. It's someone I can be myself with. Like, really, I don't have to sugarcoat. And I usually don't do that with anyone, but she's definitely one I feel can relate to my story, my upbringing. So we just get it. And when we're together, it's not like an awkward moment. It's just nonstop talking, nonstop laughs, and that's it. I mean, right now, at this day and time in life, you have to have people who make you smile, who make you laugh. And I think we both do that for each other.
Absolutely, especially right now.
Friendship evolve.
Yeah, and it's also, and what I've realized also over the years, it's so important to have people in your circle that you can be yourself with, who you truly are, who Courtney truly is, who Maddison truly is, because you're faking so much with Hollywood and you're trying to put on to be someone else. And as I look at social media, it's like, who are you? Do you really think, I mean, who are you? And now you don't know who people really are.
That's so true. You know, Courtney and I, a lot of times.
Show yourself with her. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're fine. I was just going to say, we talk a lot about how as adults as friends, we don't have a lot of time to actually spend with our friends because we've got work. We have all these commitments. We're taking care of others. And so whoever you actually choose to spend time with has to be a ride or die because our time is valuable as we get older.
Absolutely. Yes. And it's like, how are you?
No, for sure.
Yes. And it's like, how would you just take that energy? What's wrong?
No, you're perfect.
Did you hear me?
You're perfect.
Oh, okay, you're good.
Oh, yeah,
Is my screen okay? I only see half of your head, Maddison.
That's okay. You look fabulous.
You're right.
You're your whole face.
You look good though.
No, I see all of your face, Courtney. Courtney, I see all of you, baby.
You're looking good.
I only see half of Maddison though.
That's
there
okay.
you go.
I'm here. Now, is there any part of your life that we haven't been able to see or hasn't been exposed on Real Housewives yet?
Absolutely. You haven't seen me go to my office every day on work. You haven't seen me be a full-time Muntie every day. You haven't seen me on the phone with my family and crying and stressing out with family issues. You haven't seen me with my team planning like my next moves or my next appearances or, hey, what's the next thing we're going to put out? You haven't seen me go check on my properties, that I own with real estate. I own different properties. You haven't seen a lot of Marlo.
Marlo.
So that's
Marlo.
Yeah, we need more Marlo, right?
Yes.
But absolutely. People ask all the time, Marlo, do you want a peach? And I'm like, you know what? I just feel my fans deserve for me to have a peach. I feel they really deserve to really see who Marlo is. Besides the fashion, the clothes, or saying mean things. You really need to just come in the house and really say, wow, this is who Marlo is. Because I feel you know me as being a straight shooter, seeing what's on my mind. But there's so many others. It's so much more to Marlo than the clothes and just being a straight shooter.
Yeah, no, I want to see Marlo as more a fully fleshed out woman. I want to see her life. We've only seen one side of Marlo, and I feel like the fans, we've been thirsty, we've been patient, we've had so many amazing, extraordinary moments. We get the full Marlo. We want Marlo to hold this beach.
All right. Well, speak it into existence, Courtney. I feel it. Speak it.
I'm speaking it.
I will say, yes. Courtney addresses Andy Cohen very regularly. He addresses Andy Cohen to rectify this situation.
Are you serious?
Courtney always like, Andy Cohen, listen up.
We need Marlo to have a peach. Marlo has a story, and it is very apparent that we're not getting the full. Marlo has chapters within her story, and we're ready to read.
Well, I truly, truly love that, and I appreciate that. And I've realized in the last few years, people really want to know more because, I mean, if you can tell, I've been here 8 years. The stuff you hear, you know that's not true. You know that. It's like, hey, they keep saying the same mean stuff. It's like, come on, come up with something new. I want to like help them come up with a new story. Because it's like, okay, you're saying the same old stuff over and over. It's getting old. Come on, at least just compliment me at this point. Seriously.
Absolutely. Now, Marlo, one of our very favorite T-Tribe members has a question for you. Her name is Karina. And she wants to know if at some point on your social media or anywhere, if you can drop your skincare routine, because she said you are glowing. And you are glowing.
Well, tell her thank you. Well, I have makeup today, so that's a little bronzer.
I love it.
I always see that question in comments about my skincare. And I'm telling you, it's a cocktail a day at least. You have to have a cocktail. I mean, it could be vodka, champagne. It's required. I'm telling you, I think it helps with the glow. It's a lot of
This
water.
is why we needed you.
And I use simple things. I use Cetaphil because sensitive skin runs in our family. So my nephew uses Cetaphil. I use Cetaphil. I do really the basic revision. Moisturizer is what I use. And that's really it. I'm real easy when it comes to the face.
I love it. I love it. Can you tell us a little bit more about her hair collection, your business? How do you balance that? Being a mom tea, being on Real Housewives, your real estate. How do you balance all of those things? Because that's a lot in a day.
You know what? I think that's just, it's in my nature and it's Aquarius in me. I like to be in charge. That's one of my, I don't know if it's a positive or a bad. It may be a bad when it comes to relationships.
It's positive.
But I just believe in handle shit. You just got to handle it. You got to do what you got to do. So I'm not the girl that's going to lay around the house all day and do nothing. If I'm married to a filthy rich man, I still have to do something. I will be super duper full time with my nonprofit, Glam It Up, which mentors young girls in foster care. So I'm always going to do something. Like I'm always with my Glam It Up girls. It's just, you got to do it. It's not really, you just got to love what you do and do it. I love everything I do. I love wigs. I love hair. I love people. So when I do go out to properties and everything, and you know, I rent to people, I rented like 2 of my properties to someone who didn't have good credit, who had a bad story, because I love a story. I love to really get to know people and say, hey, my mom was there one day. This person really could be starting over because they have bad credit. So I love everything I do. I love going to my office. The building is so pretty. So it's like I'm redecorating the office now. I got a smaller one now. It's so beautiful and gorgeous. So, and I love all things pretty and fabulous. You know that.
Absolutely. Now, you did speak a little bit about finding a man. We do have a question. Would you ever consider going on any sort of reality show where you were looking for love?
You know what? I would. So if you guys know someone, call me over. I would. Now, before I would not, but I'm like, okay, girl, you got these 2 boys over here. They need a man around. I try and be as manly as I can, but I don't think it's working.
We'll make sure that we
They're like, hey,
that they are quality. Yes.
What'd you say?
Oh, I said Courtney and I will make sure to vet the contestants to make sure they're quality, because you need a partner.
Please,
a partner.
Send them my way, because I'm like, you know what's crazy? Yeah, you know what, Courtney? I don't really care about good looking. I just want them to have nice teeth, dress nice, hygiene, and a good credit score.
Yeah. With no good credit, Marlo.
Good credit. I need them to have good credit.
Yes,
I love that so much. Yes, of course. Now, Marlo, before you go, Courtney has a very important question for you that he has been waiting to ask. So, Courtney,
All right,
here you go.
Marlo. I've been waiting to ask you this question since I saw you on my television screen. Marlo, Andy
Don't
has
scare
sent you
me.
the offer. The situation, Marlo. Andy has sent you the offer. You have the peach. Now, I, as a fan, I'm home. It's premiere night. I said I can't wait to hear Marlo's housewife tagline. Marlo, the mogul Hampton. What is your housewife tagline?
You know what? I really have to get this together because everyone has that. And Courtney, I don't know. Something, know what I would probably do? I would probably say something like, you've read enough of the fiction. Oh, no, not, let me see, the fiction. Now, I don't know, something about the facts. Like, you know how people make up my story? So I'm like, now here are the facts or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you think?
You've read a lot of
something.
fiction, but I'm
no
sure
idea.
Facts.
What'd you say?
You've read a lot of fiction about me, but I'm here with the facts.
Exactly. Maybe that you've read a lot of fiction. Now you're gonna. You've read a lot of fiction, or you heard a lot of fiction. Now you're gonna see the facts, or you're gonna see the truth, or something. I don't know. We're gonna have to get it together, but something like that. Because people just make me up to be what they want. What'd you say?
No, absolutely.
I said we're gonna work on it, Marlo, because it's my mission. The Marlo mission to get her that peach.
The Marlo mission. All right. The Marlo mission, Courtney.
The Marlo mission. Marlo, thank you so much for hanging out with us and having so much fun with us. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much.
I had a blast with both of you guys. Anytime, stay safe. Stay in the house as much as you guys can, please, okay?
Yes.
All right. And stay positive, happy, and keep just doing what you do virtually.
You too, Marlo.
Yes, exactly.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Marlo, get on your Marlo mission. Courtney, get on your Marlo mission.
I will, girl. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, love.
Bye. Bye. Courtney, I'm done.
Is this not the best day of my life, Maddison? No.
It is the best day of your life. It is the best day of your life, and I'm so excited. And we also got Marlo's tagline that she would want to have. I'm so excited for you. That was like, you guys, Courtney has really been pondering on this of what Marlo's tagline would be. And I'm so happy.
Maddison, you know that it has been my mission since the first time I've ever brought up Real Housewives to you. I've been like, you know who needs a peach? My girl Marlo, because they always make her out to be one thing, but I feel like they're more to her. And here y'all go. Andy, we're gonna pull this interview. Andy, give that woman her peach. She's taking care of them boys. Give that woman her peach because she deserves it. She works so hard. Huh.
Did you hear all of the things she does in a day? I was like,
There's more to Marlo.
How do you have that much time? So much more. So much more. She definitely needs a peach. That was so much fun. I love it. T-Mac said, mission complete. Yes, yes, yes. You guys, that was great. I'm so excited. Amy said, Kay, thank you so much for being here, Marlo. Yes. Katie Gomez said she needs her own show. So not even a peach. Yes. More than a peach. Her own show. Yes, I agree. And Jakara said that Marlo deserves a peach. Completely agree, you guys. That was so much fun. But now let's get into some couples therapy, shall we? With Miss Mary Kate Olsen, divorce tea. We're going to just get through this quickly. Just wanted to fill you guys in. So we got a new report from E! News. Mary Kate Olsen has reportedly come around to the idea that she wanted a baby. And this is why the divorce ended up getting so nasty, because she really wanted a baby, but her husband actually closed the book on the subject. He felt like he was done. He already had children. He's also older. And so she apparently just ended up wanting a divorce because she didn't like the fact that there were no more discussions around that subject. And I can't blame her for it.
Maddison, I think I'm wrong, and y'all can correct me if I am, but I think the same thing happened to Jeannie Mai, was that she wanted a baby and maybe her husband at the time did. And I wonder, y'all don't find out, not saying on a first date, those are the things that you need to ask, but how did Mary Kate Olsen not know before she married someone with all of her millions, potentially billions, girl? How did she not know? I feel like I would never want to get into a long-term anything, let alone a marriage, unless I know, okay, your political stance, how do you feel about Black people? Do you want kids? Do you like your mom? Like, there's just like a couple things that like I would be able to just let slide.
Oh no. And I feel like that's something even my mom has always taught me. She's like, people, like, however, when I go, you know, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, she's like, you have got to ask him if he wants children. You guys have to be on the same page, because a lot of times people get into relationships not fully saying what they want. And then, just like Mary Kate, you get into the relationship, you're 5 years in the marriage, and you keep thinking the other person's going to change, the other person's going to change, the other person's going to change, the other person doesn't change. And then look, now you guys have been married, your lives are connected, and now you have to go your separate ways, when really you should have just had this discussion towards the beginning, and a lot of hurt would have been avoided.
She woke up one day, Maddison, and she looked in that mirror and she said, oh my God, I am not Michelle Tanner anymore. I need to have this baby. Mm-hmm. And this man is not part of the plan, girl. That's what she said, and I'm here for it. She put that, what was that movie she was in? With Vanessa Hudgens, she put that Beastly cape on. I know Wesley, yes. I never seen Beastly. That Beastly cape on, and she said, well, time to go. She took that old finger down to the divorce court, and they was like, nope. Wow, that sucks.
I know. I'm just laughing because, like, I just literally picture her, like, having a quarter-life crisis, being like, I'm not Michelle Tanner anymore. And now that's all I can picture. I'm dying. Okay, let's move on and talk about Megan Fox and MGK. Little update on them. So Megan Fox actually appeared in MGK's new music video. So that was the set that they met on that her husband was referring to. And now we have a new report from Hollywood Live. MGK does want to be more than friends with Megan, but not looking for anything super serious. As of right now, a source told Hollywood Live that he is being respectable and not taking advantage of her emotions, but they both feel like the other one is a breath of fresh air.
I have something stupid I want to say. Are y'all ready to roll your eyes? As you were telling the story, Madison, I just had a cute, quick daydream of Kels and Demi just like having a Kiki lunch like over Megan Fox. And like Demi being like, but do you really like her? Like, I just like that's a cute friendship to me. Kels and Demi. And I want Kels and Megan Fox to be together. Yeah.
I know.
I can be here for that. Kels on Demi's next album. Let's throw that out there. Scooter, get to work.
I was going to say, I feel like you've more been pro Kels and Demi collaborating on something. But yes, I agree. I'm actually not totally against Megan and MGK. I guess for me, I think it is a little sad that her marriage came to an end, but they seem like they're very cordial and they're on good terms. And so obviously if that's what they feel they need to do, that's what they need to do. But I agree. I also think, though, this doesn't have long-term potential. Like, I think this is definitely a rebound, a hot hookup, and then after like 6 months, when it's going to run its course.
It's like, you know, people our age, and we're around the same age as Kels. You know, when we were younger, we've discussed this, Megan Fox was the dream girl. So, like, let Kels get that girl that might have been the poster on his wall in the room at one point. I'm here for it, and I support it.
Exactly. And T-Mac said, Megan who? Is she back? Megan Fox, yes. The 2000s hot girl, she is back, and she is hooking up with MGK, basically.
That's good for her. I support it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mariella saying Jeannie Mai didn't want kids. I had it backwards, y'all. Jeannie didn't even want kids. Oh, my God, y'all. I'm mess. But at least you got out of the marriage, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, let's move on and talk about Lily Reinhart and Cole Sprouse. So, you know that during this whole quarantine, there have been rumors about them, about maybe Kaya Gerber had something to do with them breaking up. Then Cole, like, clapped back on his Instagram story, but he never said him and Lily were still together. Remember, there's just been a lot of things with them, and we found out they weren't quarantining together, and we were kind of like, that's weird. Well, now their Riverdale co-star, Skeet Ulrich, who plays Cole's dad on Riverdale. So he recently went Instagram Live with his much younger girlfriend, as the headlines say, and led fans to believe that Lily and Cole have broken up. So a fan asked, just very casually, if he thinks Lily and Cole are a cute couple, and listen to his response. We have the clip. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Do you think that Cole Sprouse and Lily Reinhart are a cute couple? I think they were a very cute couple.
They were a very cute couple. They're both beautiful people.
They were.
I didn't like that.
They were.
I did not like how that looked.
All of it was very, but the key here
I'm like, let me not say nothing crazy, but I just really did not like how that looked to Madison. Scott and Sophia don't look like that. I'm gonna go on record and say that they don't look like that. So I don't. There's something else. Speculation, not confirmation. There is something else going on at play. I did not like how that man was looking in the camera. I didn't like how young that young lady looked. I didn't like none of it. Look, no, Leo, why you put it? I didn't like none of it.
I'm just dying because Beyonce, like, that was so uncomfortable. I feel uncomfy. Love the song in the background. You guys, she's in her 20s. She is in her 20s. I don't remember her exact age, but she is in her 20s.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jersey Girl Jason. Trailer Park. I'm dying. Yes, obviously the video is not great, okay? We all are cringing, but just the key takeaway here is they were a couple, so they are broken up. Maybe. Allegedly. Speculation, not confirmation.
I feel germy after looking at that, man. So I ain't like none of it. I'm so sorry. I just didn't like it. I ain't like how none of that looked. I ain't like how they said it. Was it their business to be saying that? If I was Cole, I would be sick with them. Like, who asked y'all to talk about it in your little dirty hot tub? Madison, I ain't like none of it. I'm so sorry.
I am dying. I'm dying. Nope, it's perfect. That's exactly the reaction I was hoping for. So let's just go ahead and get into this Kendall, Tristan, and all of this alleged baby mama tea. So turn your volumes down, people. Turn it down, turn it down.
Call Jenner tea time! Hello to everyone in my studio. No one.
You guys are literally cracking me up in the chat right now. I'm dying. Yes, actually, Nike Taylor, Kendall with the scandal. We are kicking it off with a little scandal news. So, E! News reports that Kendall Jenner is going to have to pay $90,000 for her involvement in the Fyre Festival. You guys remember Kendall was paid $275,000 to promote the festival on her Instagram. So this is only a fraction of what she actually was paid, that she has to pay back. But I'm actually happy that there was some consequence. It's a small consequence, but I'm considering that a win.
$90,000 ain't nothing in the bank for little good leg Penny Jenner. So give them their pennies back and go on and walk down the catwalk, girl. Keep driving around, bumping into Harry, girl. Shout out to her and her scandal. I love that word.
Shout out to scandal. Me too. Scandal is literally the perfect word. And yes, oh God, Scandal and her, all once. Kendall and her scandalous, you know what? Remember what she used in her life?
I felt like a Harry Potter book. Kendall and her scandalous. That's funny.
That's hilarious. Okay, let's move on and talk about Tristan Thompson. This report that everyone prepare for some nausea. So, new report from Hollywood Life. A source shared that when coronavirus hit, Tristan Thompson made the sacrifice to isolate from important people in his life so he could be around True. This reportedly showed everyone that he has his priorities straight, and it impressed the Kardashian family. Apparently, his relationship with True has improved because he can physically be there for her. Khloe allegedly gets emotional seeing their connection because she was so close to her dad, which is sweet. But the source said that Tristan has changed for the positive. He's, quote, grown leaps and bounds as a father since a year ago. The quarantine has done good things for him in his relationship with his daughter.
Madison, why did it take a worldwide pandemic for you to be somebody's daddy?
And you have 2 children.
So one. Like, not even the other. So the whole report is trash. Right. The whole report is trash. The source is trash. Tristan is trash. Khloe is an ass. And that's that. What else is new? Right?
Right. Okay. So let's get into this baby mama drama, as I'm calling it now. Okay. So what about being a father to his son? Exactly, you guys. That is what the biggest piece of garbage is for me. I'm just like, I love how we just forget he has another child, potentially 2. Okay, don't forget.
Say his name. It's Prince. Say his name, Tristan. Say his name. We won't ever let you forget.
Prince. Nicole said he was man enough to sleep with a woman, be man enough to be a dad, period. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. Yes. Okay. So you guys know we have this woman, Kimberly Alexander. She is the woman who claims Tristan Thompson is the father of her son. This is the woman who's behind the DNA test, all of those reports. So, we know that earlier this week, Tristan Thompson filed a libel lawsuit against this woman. Remember, in the court documents, he claims that she is a, quote, wannabe social media influencer and pornographic model performer who is desperate to achieve her 15 minutes of fame that she recently fabricated the false claim that he is the father of her nearly 5-year-old son. Those were the words used in the court documents of the wannabe social media influencer and pornographic model performer. So now Miss Kimberly Alexander posted on her private Instagram, that is private, a little Instagram story that reads, does having an OnlyFans make you a porn star? Asking for myself. Sounds like the pot calling the kettle black. Whole family made it off one porn tape.
As the prophet Saucy Santana would say, and I'll keep it classy and not say the whole thing, Maddison. Now that's how you clear up. Ooh. Because she cleared them all. She cleared them all. How do you sit up there with a legal counsel and try to make it seem like just because she's an adult star that she doesn't, like her child doesn't deserve to be taken care of? Maddison, before we continue to drag Tristan, I want to bring up a comment that I saw yesterday, and it was a very good point. Right?
Yes.
If Tristan is the father of this child, why didn't Kim go to court 5 years ago? Right? We know that Tristan took a test, but she didn't go to a court and say nothing and say, have like a court, can you like have the court order him to take a paternity test at the courthouse or something like that? Like, why now?
Right. So why now, I think, is a very important question, and I think it's definitely the one thing she has going against her. However, we don't know if there was any correspondence in these 5 years of her believing that he was the father of her child, and her maybe not having the money to be able to fight it legally. Because a battle like this, you got any legal battle, even going to small claims court, okay, is expensive. Expensive. And if you're going to go against Tristan Thompson, an NBA player who, because let's give him the benefit of the doubt, before he was with Khloe Kardashian is when this situation allegedly took place. So even pre-Kardashian fame and money, if you're going to go after somebody like that, you have got to make sure your bag is secured 10 times over. So we don't know. She could have all this 5 years been sending him messages being like, you're the father, you're the father, you're the father. But she might have just now been in a place financially to actually fight and get things taken care of. We don't know. Or maybe she is a wannabe influencer trying to get her 15 minutes. What's your what are you saying?
If she has an OnlyFans and if she's had an OnlyFans, all Tristan is doing is giving her the money to pay the legal fees, right? The more he shines light on it, the more people click on her Instagram. Okay, oh, what does she look like? Okay, you got to request, right? Because it's private. So while you request, you go, oh, okay, she has an OnlyFans, and you click. And before you know it, you done spent between 5 and 50. Well, we know Black China girl be charging 50, girl. Who knows how much she's charging and how many subscribers she has? So every month, them legal fees will keep coming in from the subscribers. The more Tristan, Chloe, Kim, my good sis Chrissy, the more they keep talking about it, the more money they're putting in her pocket to fight them. So maybe they should just leave her alone. Or, like I said,
right. Now, so Pam offered some interesting perspective because Pam said, as a mom, you may want to wait until your child gets more independent before you have to co-parent. And that's interesting. That's a good perspective of like, you know, do you want to have to share your newborn baby if you're... I get that. I get that. You
Madison, the way I look at it is, if your daddy doing something he's not supposed to do, I need you to be able to come back in this house and tell me so that I know that my child is in a safe environment. So I understand that. Who is that, Pam? Pam said that?
Yes, that was Pam.
I feel you on that. Pam did that. That's smart because, look, Dream can't say nothing, Madison. Just to flip the coin, Dream can't say nothing. So I get that.
We're robbing. And I'm laughing at Katie Gomez said, you know where I can donate money to her so she can continue to fight them?
Katie, all you gotta do is just buy the OnlyFans. You don't even gotta watch. There you go. Ta-da! You ain't even gotta watch.
Katie Gomez. That That cracked me up. That cracked me up. I think this will be interesting to keep an eye on because I feel like she is not backing down. And the fact that she blatantly posted that on her Instagram really tells me she's sticking to her guns and she's clearly not afraid of this libel lawsuit, or I feel like she would have never posted on her Instagram. So,
Maddison,
I don't know.
it's about to go down.
I don't know what Kimberly Alexander knows that we don't, but it's something. It is something.
I'm telling you what she knows. She knows that she slept with Tristan.
I know. I just am like, I'm ready for the truth to come out. I'm ready.
I agree.
The truth shall prevail. I want to know what it is, and I want a picture of the DNA test, and then I will be happy.
I agree.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Yes, exactly. All right, that is all the time we have. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and thank you, Marlo, for coming on. That was so much fun, you guys. Tomorrow is Shambong Friday, so please make sure you tune in for that. In the meantime, please make sure you're following us on social media. We got Instagram, we got Twitter, we got TikTok. We got our own individual YouTube channels as well. Courtney, let them know where they can find you.
Even though it's a holiday weekend, I will still be doing Green Chair Chats, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. So I'll see you there.
Yes. And you guys, I will be uploading a new video today. You can find my channel, Madison Hill. You can look me up. I am doing a new Cheaper Cheers, and it is a product that a lot of you were asking for. So I'm really excited. I filmed it. It's ready to go. So it will be up later this afternoon.
I'm ready. I'm watching. My eyeballs are cleansed and ready.
I hope you approve. Okay, you guys, also make sure to show Leo lots of love on social media as well, and Shambong Dave. And then we'll be back tomorrow for Shambong Friday, y'all, at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yes, we'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Now, wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. It's in the man. You better wash your hands. Yes, ma'am. Wash your hands. It's in the man. You better wash your hands. Scrub your hands. Your hands. Yes, ma'am. You better scrub your hands. Scrub your hands.